It sure is feeling like summer out there today, and with the kids off school, it means all the summer activities as well. But there are some things to keep in mind as you send the kid outside to have some summer fun. Michelle Conklin with Nationwide Children's Toledo is here to go over some safety tips. Thank you so much for joining me. First of all, you've got the interesting wristband there. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so my children knew I was going to be on TV.
And knew you'd be nervous?
And knew I'd be nervous. So they wanted me to be here, or they wanted to be here with me. So we've got my bracelet from one of each of my 3 children. Kids, I'm wearing them.
Good.
Proudly.
Help you relax a little bit.
Yes.
So swimming safety, probably the most important thing, because boy, I know if you've got little kids, you can't take your eye off them for a second. Maybe you've got the gate at the pool, but they have ways of breaking in. You've got to keep your eyes on kids continually. Talk about safety around the pool. Yeah,
so I think when we talk about summer safety, pool and water safety is one of the key factors here. So supervised swimming. Period, right? So when you're out at the pool, the kids are swimming, have a designated water watcher, somebody who is, you are in charge of the kids, right? It's a large
You're talking
group.
when you're in small groups at a family pool, or you're talking at the big pool?
Big pool, whatever. Have a designated water watcher, right? Because if it's me and my husband and our 3 kids out there, and I decide that I'm gonna go inside real quick, but I don't tell him that, I'm saying, you are the designated water watcher, I'm going inside, right? So that they know that they're responsible. No phone on that designated water watcher, no reading a book, no none of that. For the kids that are not safe swimmers, okay? So making sure that we have somebody keeping an eye on the kids at all time and understanding what it looks like, what kids look like when they're struggling, because it's not what you see in TV where they're flailing their arms all about and everything. You see the head bobbing underneath the water a little bit, right? They're not smiling like they normally are, playing, having fun in the pool. You want to be able to get to those kids as soon as possible.
Kids can be stealthy because, I mean, even in your neighborhood, if you take your eyes off a 3-year-old in a flash, they're 2 doors down.
Yep. So making sure that, you know, at least in my community, if you have an in-ground pool, there has to be a fence around it. So having a fence around your pool that's at least probably 4 foot high, so kids aren't able to jump and get over into it. They make a lot of these pool safety alarms now, where it splashes and alarms, and it goes into your house, and there's an alarm beeping and everything like that too. So that is ultimately safe. Keeping kids safe. Making sure to talk to your kids about safety is key, because kids are going to test the limits. They're going to try and do things, right? So having a sit-down conversation saying, look, you cannot be in a pool without an adult accompanying you, right? So if you were able to talk to them and tell them and have them understand that this is why we do this, then they're more likely to follow rules, we hope.
You got sun protection, prevention of heat-related illness. Is that really a thing, or do you have to worry about that?
Yes. Hydration is key for our young ones. So kids are so busy. They are out playing. They're running around. We don't want them to have to get thirsty and ask. We want to be those annoying parents that are saying, come on, you need a sip of water. You need a sip of water. So we want every 15 to 20 minutes when they're outside running around playing, let's make sure to encourage them to drink some water.
Insect bites.
Oof. These ticks are bad this year.
You've got ticks in your neighborhood, huh?
We just moved. We have some ticks in their neighborhood. We found 2 on our couch. The dogs bring them in, okay? So when kids are outside and they're playing in areas that ticks are prevalent, such as tall grasses or brush or mulch or things like that, it's a good idea for parents to do tick checks, okay?
On daily basis.
Sure, yeah, daily basis, I would say, making sure, because the key is going to be to remove those ticks within the first 24 hours, if we can, all right?
Get sick. Kids
yeah,
get sick.
We can.
We have about 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
But, any certain illnesses outside? You shouldn't be getting colds as badly, but any kind of illness to look out for?
We do see hand, foot, mouth a lot in the summer.
Oh.
6 months to about 6 years. And we also see a lot of swimmer's ear. So make sure those ears are nice and dry.
Yep.
And when in doubt, reach out. We're here for you as primary care providers. So we want to help you and your kids, just to make sure that everybody's having a safe and happy summer.
Michelle, thank you. There's
Thank you.
the address for Sylvania Primary Care Center. It's on McCord, and that's the phone number if you're interested in following up, maybe seeing a nurse practitioner like Michelle, or actually getting other directions in your medical advice. Michelle, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.